So Roy Parker Henry has
He's had quite the offseason. He went to media day. He's he seems very established now as a starter and as a big time playmaker on the defense. Have you seen his approach change at all now that he's become so established?
You know what? Funny, but not really. You know, he's always had such a blue collar mentality, workman-like approach and attitude. You know, probably the biggest difference is, you know, his leadership. I've seen him kind of rally the troops more. You know, obviously the guy played for us a bunch last year, and so this year coming out, he kind of knows what the coaches expect. And I think he's doing a good job of bringing all those young guys or guys that don't have as much experience along.
So, speaking of young guys, you got Justice Rogers in your meeting room now. What are you excited to see from him?
Yeah, he's flying around, you know, made a position change, and, you know, kid wanted to get out there and get opportunity to play, and we think it may be a good deal for him. So very, very, very sharp kid, which you would expect out of a quarterback or, you know, former quarterback. And so he's just learning the defense still, and it's going to take time, but I'm very excited. He's got a huge upside.
I'm sure he's getting a lot thrown at him right now. Just to strip a ball in that first drill and then to get an interception yesterday. I mean, how important is that for just his confidence?
It's huge. You know, again, you know, I think the more these guys can get out there and mix it up with the other guys making plays, I think it does a world of good for their confidence, because it's kind of hard when you're on the sideline. You know, it's two different worlds when you're on the sideline and out there on the field. So the more reps he gets, I'm sure that trend will continue with him improving.
What are you seeing out of your rush linebackers?
You know what? They're playing fast. They're playing fast. That was the biggest thing I tried to harp on before that first practice, is that, hey, we're those guys on those edges. We got to be fast. You know, we got to affect that quarterback. We got to get off on that football and get in that backfield. And, you know, for the most part, I can say I'm really proud of the steps we've taken so far. We've got a long way to go, but through 6 practices, they're doing a pretty dang good job. So
last year you had almost co-starters in Cachet and Ivan. Is that a position you see getting a lot of rotation, or would you prefer to have one rush linebacker who gets a lot?
I hope so. I hope so. I'm all about rotation because I'm all about keeping guys fresh. You know, no matter how talented you are, you're going to be a lot better if you're well rested and, you know, not playing 70, 80 snaps in a game, including special teams too. So the ideal is to develop depth at every position. I know that's kind of our philosophy on defense, and then you know, the more guys can step in there and be accountable, the more you don't lose anything when a guy maybe gets nicked up or something like that. So.